Have you ever wondered why some people remain quick on their feet, able to stand up and sit down with ease even well into their 80s or 90s, while others struggle with weak legs, difficulty walking, and growing dependence on family members? You might think it is because of age, or perhaps luck. But the truth lies in something very simple that quietly happens inside your body, and many people do not even realize it until it is too late. That is the deficiency of an essential vitamin. This condition does not cause pain right away, nor does it show clear symptoms overnight. But over time, you may start to notice it. Your legs feel heavier, walking becomes more difficult, and even standing up from a chair turns into a challenge. According to a report published by the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society, over 60% of older adults are deficient in this vitamin without knowing it, and it is one of the leading causes of muscle weakness, poor balance, and increased risk of falls. In today's video, I will share with you everything you need to know about this important vitamin, why older adults become deficient so easily, and more importantly, the simple ways you can restore strength to your legs, improve your mobility, and maintain independence as you age. Be sure to watch until the end so you do not miss the vital solution I will share. 1. Signs of vitamin D deficiency and the dangers of ignoring it. Did you know that most older adults are deficient in vitamin D without even realizing it? This may sound hard to believe, but it has been confirmed by a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. The study showed that more than 60% of people over the age of 60 have lower than recommended levels of vitamin D. What makes this even more concerning is that the condition often develops silently, with no clear symptoms, until it begins to cause serious consequences. In the beginning, you may simply feel that your legs are a bit weaker, that it takes more effort to get up, or that climbing stairs leaves you more exhausted than usual. You might assume these are just normal signs of aging, but in reality, they are early warning signs from your body that you may be severely lacking in vitamin D. When this vitamin is deficient, your body cannot absorb calcium effectively, making bones brittle and prone to fractures. At the same time, your muscles also lose strength because they are missing a key component that supports coordination and stability during movement. Many people experience nighttime leg cramps or a sudden sharp pain in the calf while sleeping. Or sometimes, you may notice a small wound taking unusually long to heal, or a tingling sensation in your feet with no obvious cause. These are not random symptoms. They are all signs that your body may be facing a serious vitamin D deficiency. What is especially dangerous is when this deficiency goes unnoticed and unaddressed over time. The consequences become more apparent. There is a higher risk of falling, muscle weakness increases, bones become more fragile, and people gradually lose the ability to move independently. A study from the New England Journal of Medicine even found that regular vitamin D supplementation can reduce the risk of hip fractures by up to 22%. Hip fractures are among the most dangerous injuries for older adults. And here is what surprises many people. Even if you walk outside every day and maintain a decent diet, you can still be lacking in vitamin D. Why does this happen? That is what we are going to explore next. 2. Why older adults are more prone to vitamin D deficiency. There is an important fact that many people overlook. As we age, our body's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight gradually decreases. This means that even if you take a walk in the sun every morning, your body may no longer be making enough vitamin D to support healthy bones and muscles. According to the National Institutes of Health in the United States, older adults produce about 75% less vitamin D compared to younger people when exposed to the same amount of sunlight. The cause is not just aging. Many older individuals tend to stay indoors more often. Some avoid the sun out of concern for their skin, or due to existing skin conditions. In addition, if you have darker skin or live in a region with limited sunlight, your body will naturally produce less vitamin D. And even simple habits like using sunscreen, wearing long sleeves, or staying in the shade significantly reduce your skin's ability to absorb UVB rays, which are the only type of ultraviolet rays that help the body produce vitamin D. Another factor that is rarely discussed is the weakening of the digestive system with age. As we grow older, the stomach produces less acid, and the intestines become less efficient at absorbing nutrients. This directly affects how much vitamin D your body can absorb from food or supplements. Certain chronic conditions such as liver disease, kidney disease, or diabetes can also reduce the body's ability to convert vitamin D into its active form, meaning that even if you are getting enough vitamin D into your body, it may not be used properly. There is also another key issue. Many medications commonly used by older adults, including diuretics, cholesterol-lowering drugs, antacids, and corticosteroids, can reduce the absorption or increase the loss of vitamin D. As a result, many people who are making an effort to eat well, spend time in the sun, or take supplements may still suffer from an invisible deficiency without realizing it. When your vitamin D levels are low, your body cannot absorb calcium properly. This leads to two serious consequences. First, your bones become weaker. Second, your muscles lose strength. In order to keep your muscles working, your body is forced to draw calcium from your bones, causing bones to become thinner and more fragile. At the same time, low vitamin D levels impair your fast-twitch muscle fibers. These fibers are crucial for maintaining balance and reacting quickly to prevent a fall or change in posture. When these fibers weaken, you may notice yourself losing balance more often and recovering more slowly after stumbling. All of this shows that vitamin D deficiency is not a minor issue. It plays a major role in the overall health of older adults. The good news is, this condition is not irreversible. You can absolutely improve it, starting with simple changes in your daily routine. 3. Effective solutions for improving vitamin D levels. The first and simplest solution is something we often overlook: sunlight. You may have heard that sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, but what truly matters is the timing and method of sun exposure. According to experts at the Institute of Medicine in the United States, just 20 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin 3 to 4 times per week is often enough for your body to produce sufficient vitamin D. However, not all times of the day are equally effective. The ideal time for sun exposure is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when UVB rays are strongest. Areas such as your forearms, face, and lower legs should be exposed directly to the sunlight. Avoid covering these areas too much and do not use sunscreen during the sunning period. Of course, you do not need to be in the sun for too long, nor do you need full body exposure. A few small areas of exposed skin are already enough, but if you live in a place with little sunlight, or during colder months when UVB levels drop significantly, your body may not be able to produce vitamin D from the sun. In these situations, a special type of light known as a vitamin D lamp can be a safe and effective alternative. These lamps simulate sunlight and emit controlled amounts of UVB rays to help your body generate vitamin D without damaging the skin. They are especially helpful for older adults living in nursing homes, in cold climates, or those who cannot go outside regularly. In addition to sunlight, food is another essential source of vitamin D. There are several natural foods rich in this vitamin that you should include in your daily meals. The first is fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, or tuna. These fish not only provide vitamin D, but also omega-3 fatty acids, which support joint and heart health. Just 100 grams of salmon can provide up to 526 international units, IU, of vitamin D, which is nearly half of the daily requirement for older adults. Another important food is eggs, especially the yolks, which contain most of the vitamin D. One egg provides about 40 IU of vitamin D. When combined with leafy greens, tofu, or fish, you can create a meal that is both nutritious and beneficial for bone and muscle health. If you drink milk or use plant-based milk alternatives such as almond milk, soy milk, or oat milk, choose the varieties labeled "fortified with vitamin D." These products usually contain added vitamin D2 or D3, which help your body absorb calcium more effectively and improve muscle function in older adults. Do not forget about a particularly interesting food: mushrooms, especially those that have been exposed to sunlight. Mushrooms are one of the few plant-based foods capable of producing vitamin D when exposed to UV rays, just like human skin. Sun-dried shiitake mushrooms, button mushrooms, or portobello mushrooms can significantly boost your vitamin D intake, especially for vegetarians or those who consume few animal-based foods. With each meal, simply choosing one or two of these foods can help your body gradually correct a vitamin D deficiency without needing to rely entirely on supplements. However, in some cases, sunlight and food alone are not enough. That is when dietary supplements become a helpful next step. 4. Supplementing with vitamin D through dietary products. In many cases, even if you are getting regular sunlight and eating a healthy diet, your vitamin D levels may still fall below the required amount. This is especially common among older adults, people with darker skin, individuals with chronic health conditions, or those taking medications that interfere with vitamin D absorption. When this happens, taking vitamin D supplements becomes a safe and necessary solution. There are two common types of vitamin D found in supplements: vitamin D2, also known as ergocalciferol, and vitamin D3, also called cholecalciferol. Both can help raise vitamin D levels in the blood, but according to experts from Harvard Medical School, vitamin D3 is absorbed and utilized more effectively by the body, especially in older adults. For this reason, when choosing a supplement, look for one that clearly states vitamin D3 on the label. So how much should you take? The Institute of Medicine in the United States recommends that adults between the ages of 50 and 70 get around 600 international units, IU, of vitamin D per day, while those over 70 should aim for 800 to 2,000 IU per day, depending on the level of deficiency and individual health status. However, you should not take high doses on your own without a proper checkup, because taking too much vitamin D over a long period can lead to side effects such as nausea, loss of appetite, or calcium imbalance in the blood. Another important factor is how and when you take the supplement. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means your body absorbs it better when it is taken with a meal that contains natural fats or oils. For example, you can take it after a meal that includes salmon, eggs, avocado, or simply a teaspoon of olive oil. Avoid taking vitamin D on an empty stomach or with just fruit, as that limits its absorption. One key point that many people miss is that vitamin D does not work well if your body is lacking magnesium. Magnesium acts like a key that helps activate vitamin D and allows your body to process and use it properly. If you are taking vitamin D regularly, but still feel tired, have weak legs, or experience frequent leg cramps, it may be because you are not getting enough magnesium. You can increase your magnesium intake through your diet by eating common foods such as dark leafy greens like spinach or kale, almonds, pumpkin seeds, black beans, oats, or brown rice. For those who have irregular eating habits or digestive problems, a low-dose magnesium supplement prescribed by a doctor can also help the body use vitamin D more effectively. And finally, it is highly recommended to check your blood levels of vitamin D before starting a long-term supplement plan. A simple blood test can tell you exactly where your vitamin D levels stand so that you and your doctor can choose the most suitable dosage and method. Your doctor will also provide specific guidance if you need higher doses to correct a serious deficiency, or if you have underlying conditions that require close monitoring during supplementation. Taking vitamin D correctly will not only improve bone strength, but also help restore muscle power, improve balance, reduce leg cramps, and give you a lighter, steadier feeling with every step you take. But as you will soon see, to get the best results, there is one more very important factor you need: consistency and daily habits. Take a moment to reflect on this simple thought. Your legs have carried you through so many chapters of life, from your younger days of working early mornings and late evenings, to retirement years spent enjoying time with your children and grandchildren. Every step holds memories, experiences, and the strength of your spirit. So why let those same legs weaken now, simply because of a vitamin deficiency that you can easily correct each day? Good health is never a matter of luck. It is the result of small but steady choices. Every time you step outside to catch the morning sun, every meal where you choose salmon, eggs, or a spoonful of yogurt rich in vitamin D, every time you take your supplement after a balanced meal. These are all simple actions that can make a big difference in keeping your legs strong and your independence intact. Do not let a silent deficiency turn into days spent in a hospital bed, suffering a bone fracture, or losing the ability to care for yourself. Begin today with the smallest step. It could be getting your vitamin D levels tested. It could be adjusting your meals. Or it could be something as simple as reminding yourself to go out in the sun tomorrow morning. You absolutely can do this. It does not matter how old you are. What matters is that you start at the right time. And this moment right now is the best time to take action for your health. If you found today's information helpful, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss future content. Are you currently taking any of the vitamin D sources we mentioned? Leave a comment below and share your experience with me. I am always ready to listen and follow along with your health journey. Wishing you strength, peace, and confidence in every step you take throughout your senior years. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.